Hi, I am here to talk about binomial distribution. So, what is binomial distribution? It is a statistical distribution that summarizes the probability that a value will take one of the two independent values under a given set of parameters or assumptions. The underlying assumptions of binomial distribution are that there is only one outcome of each trial. Each trial has the same probability of success, and each trial is mutually exclusive or independent of one another. This is the formula of binomial distribution. Here probability equal to NCX, which is the combination of n and x and p raised to x into 1 minus p whole raised to n minus x, and where n is the number of trials, x is the number of successful trials, p is the probability of success in a single trial, and c, as I said before, is the combination. And if we look at the last line, we get the formula for how to find a combination, which is n factorial whole divided by x factorial into n minus x whole factorial. Here we see the equations for finding mean and standard deviation. For mean, it's just n and n into p, which is number of trials into probability of successful trials, and for standard deviation, it is the square root of n into p into 1 minus p. These are the rules of binomial distribution. The first one is the number of observation is fixed, each of the observation is independent, and each observation represents one of the two outcomes, which is success or failure. The probability of success is the same for each outcome. A binomial distribution need to fulfill all of these. Let's take a simple question for an example. Here, rolling a die 4 times, what is the probability of rolling a 1 twice? Here is the equation, and let's give some other ways. Here q is the probability of failure, and it is 1 minus p. So we can change the formula NCX p raised to x, here q n minus x, and where the trials will be 4, so n is 4, p is the probability of success, which is 6, and x is the number of times we want success. So here we need a 1 twice, so here 2, and q is the failure, so q is 1 minus 1 by 6, and which gives us 5 by 6. So let's change the equation here. So NCX p raised to 2 and q raised to 4 minus 2. Here we get n factorial by n minus x factorial x factorial, and let's change the p and q. So we get 1 by 6 whole square and 5 by 6 whole square, since 4 minus 2 and all. Let's give the value of n and x here. So it becomes 4 factorial by 4 minus 2 factorial 2 factorial into 1 by 6 whole square 5 by 6 whole square. So this becomes 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and since it becomes 2 factorial, the rest is 2 into 1 and 2 into 1, since that is the factorial of 2, and the rest is still the same. So we get 24 by 4 and 1 by 6 whole square 5 by 6 whole square, and this becomes 6 into 1 by 6 whole square, 5 by 6 whole square, and after calculating we get 0.1157. Let's find the mean and standard deviation. For mean, it just mu equal to number of trials into probability, so it becomes 4 into 1 by 6, which is 4 by 6, and that's the mean. And for standard deviation, the equation is root of m into p into 1 minus p. Here 1 minus p is just q, which is the number of failures, so root is n into p into q. So after changing the values, here 4 into 1 by 6 into 5 by 6, which we after calculating we get 0.745.